say. I don't have the vocals to be able to do that, but I'm here to tell you, it's a new season. It's a new day. It's time for us to let go of the hurt and the pain and to be healed for real. It's time for us to get some honey and start eating on that. When you mix bread with honey, you got a great combination. You already got provision and you got healing. But some of us got to let go of the frustration and the irritation. I said it's a new season. And right now I'm here to call you out of your funeral and your bitter state, your depression and the grave things. But God said I will do a new thing in you, and the former things are passed away. But you have to understand that what God is doing for you, the story didn't end with your last crisis. Some of you sit there and you say, but I went through. That's all right, it didn't end there. You said, but I went there, it didn't end there. You said, but I did this, it didn't end there. God said, I got a new story for your glory. You got to believe that he has something else for you. The enemy will have you believing that what you've been through is what you're getting ready to go to. But if that's all that God had for you, you would have died with your last crisis. If your reality of what you're going through were your true reality, you would have died in that which you went through. See, the devil had enough power to take you out when you went through what you went through. But I heard somewhere in the Bible that says even though the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy, the Bible said, I come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. So whatever you're going through, it's not something that's meant to take you out, but to take you to. Some of us get it twisted and we try to realize that God isn't God. But when you wake up and you see that the dead thing is dead thing, you will be able to take off the old garments and change your image. And just like Lazarus, you'll hear God calling your name. He'll say, Chantella, come forth. Eva, come forth. Ariel, come forth. And you'll be able to come forth. And people will understand that you came forth. See, God can't call you unless you're ready to come. If you're still holding on to a dead thing and God tries to call your name, he can't call you because he don't recognize who you are. But the minute that you let go of the pain and the hurt, God said, I recognize a change that's taking place in the atmosphere. I recognize an exchange that's ready to take place. And so when you begin to make the exchange, when you begin to worship God, when you begin to change your garments, when you begin to change your image, then God says, oh my God, there's my daughter. That's the one that I call the apple of my eye. That's the one that I said I was well pleased of. That's the one who's my son. That is the one that I recognize now. Because what you've done is you've come back to the thing that God has said you were. But you gotta let go of the dead things. I said you gotta let go of the dead things. You gotta forgive somebody that hurt you. It's hard to do, but when you forgive them, it's like the dead carcass that you have been carrying around for many, many years. It just begins to shrivel up and break up off of you. Because how many of you know that when bones get brittle, they begin to break into little pieces? But if you keep trying to carry the dead thing and you try to nurture it, it will continue to stay strong and have strength in your life. Because you're giving life back to it and you're trying to make it something that is not that. But when you let it go and you shake it up off of you, I said when you begin to shake it up off of you, when you begin to shake it up off of you, when you begin to shake it up off of you, it'll begin to shatter into little pieces, and then you can walk around and begin to step because you know that the dead thing is now dead.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Yes, yes, yes.
You got to get to a point where you enter into your Bathsheba moment. You said, Bathsheba, why would I want to enter into a Bathsheba moment?
Thank you, Lord.
Because when you begin to be referred to as Uriah's wife and Bathsheba, then you're being referred to as something greater. And so when you get to a point where you get to experience that, you'll see, oh, I understand now what God was trying to do for me. Even though I was referred to as Uriah's wife, I was no longer the whoremonger or the adulterer. I was no longer the drunk, but I was Bathsheba. And see, what Bathsheba means is an experience that will cause God to build you and restore you. And so when you enter into your Bathsheba moment, you are allowing God to rebuild you and to restore you. But you first have to enter in and be willing to make the exchange. Because if you do not enter in, then God cannot build you, rebuild you, and restore you. And so once you get to that point where he's restoring you, he's going to restore you back to your original state before the seventh day took place. I said he's going to restore you back to your original state before the seventh day took place. Before there was a curse, before there was a pain, before there was a hurt, before there was something that bound you. God said, I'm getting ready to restore you and rebuild you. And so he sent by the hand of Nathan the prophet, and he called his name Jedediah, because of the Lord. And I found it ironic that God would send Nathan the prophet back to the house of David to rename Solomon Jedediah. Because Solomon means beloved of God. And some of you would stop right there. And you would be comfortable with that. And you would say, I got something, but God said, I'm trying to give you greater. So he'll send a prophet to rename you. He'll send a prophet to change your image. He'll send a prophet to give you a vision. He'll send a prophet to tell you who you really are. He'll send a prophet to encourage you. He'll send a prophet to exalt you. He'll send a prophet to lift you up. And some of you say, if I'm just okay with Chantella. I'm just okay being clean right here. I'm just okay with being Terry. I'm okay with being that. I don't want to be anything greater, because if I'm just the beloved of God, I feel that that's enough. But God said, I'm getting ready to send a prophet your way. I'm getting ready to send the prophet Nathan, because how many of you know that Nathan is a giver? And when we talk about giving, it also talks about an exchange and a deliverer. I titled the message Making the Exchange, because Nathan is coming to make an exchange on your behalf today. He's coming to give you a new image. He's coming to give you a new title. He's coming to give you a new mindset. That let this mind that is in Christ be also in me. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to receive the exchange today. I'm waiting on the prophet. And so he sent the prophet to give the exchange out of the very name that had been placed on Solomon, the beloved of God, to Jedediah. And see, when you get a new name, when you get above Jedediah, oh my God, when you get above the beloved of God, you go right into the word of God. God called him Jedediah because it was the logos. It was his actual word of God that he was calling him. He wasn't just satisfied with the beloved of God, but he said, I got to give you something even greater than that. I got to give you a word. I got to give you the logos. I got to give you who I am. He said, I'm getting ready to call you logos. What an awesome God. When he restores you, you'll no longer be just the apple of his eye, but you'll actually be his word, which will not return to him void. I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but I'm trying to become the logos of God. I'm trying to become the word of God. The love of God is good, but there's something greater that God is trying to get to me. There's something that he's trying to take me out of, because he don't want me to conform to the former things any longer, to the things that are common. But God is trying to get you to see that there's a word that's greater than your situation. There's a word that's greater than your circumstance. There's a word that's greater than the pain that you're going through right now. There's a word that's greater than the hurt that you've already gone through. God said, if I can just get you to release the pain off of your past. I'm preaching to me right now. God is an awesome God. He'll take you through some situations and some circumstances. He could have chose anybody to go through what you've been through. He could have chose anybody to go through the hell, but he chose you because he knew that you were going to be the one that would stand up and have your shoulders square. Regardless, you said, I have a yet praise. He said, I'm choosing you because I know that no matter what I take you through, I know you'll yet praise me, you'll yet worship me. You'll say, I might be afflicted right now, oh God, but I know that you're getting ready to do something greater in my life. I know you're getting ready to bless me beyond measure. I can handle this little thing because the light afflictions aren't worthy to compare. to see where God is taking you right now. He's pulling and he's tugging because he says, I have a word for your life. He's pulling and he's tugging because he's trying to get the old thing off. But you keep pulling and you hold no. God is pulling and you hold no. God said, I just need you to let go. If you do like this, the devil can't hold on to nothing. The only way he can hold on is if you caress him. But if you and begin to shake some things off, eventually he gonna fall. We gotta learn how to start talking to ourselves. We gotta learn how to start building ourselves up and edifying ourselves. And understanding that if we just worship God. See, because when you get like this, you say, I'm always going through this. And I'm always going through that. And you hold on tighter because you're getting madder. You know how you do. You get frustrated and you put your arms together and you get all mad and try to do this and do that. And the devil ain't trying to do nothing but hold on to that. But God said when you begin to talk to yourself and you begin to encourage yourself and you begin to lift up your head to the hills from which coming your help. And you say, Lord, I worship you. Lord, you're worthy. Lord, I adore you. Lord, I love you. I magnify you and I glorify you, God. I thank you, Lord. I thank you. See, the devil is trying to hold on, but he can't hold on because you're praising God. You say, but I feel so much pressure. I feel so much pressure. I don't feel like I can get out of this thing. But how many of you know that when you got some pressure on your life, there's enough pressure that will come forth and it'll begin to crush the very thing that's dead. It'll begin to crush the dead bones. And when it begins to brush, oh my God, crush the dead bones, then there's an oil that will seep through. There's an anointing that will come through. And God will begin to bless you with the oil. And the oil will begin to ooze out. And the thing that's life on the inside of you will begin to jump and get excited because you understand that the dead thing has already fallen off of you. It's time to make the exchange. I said it's time to make the exchange. It's time to let go of the one that hurt you. It's time to let go of the pain and the hurt. Yeah, I was raped and I was molested. We all here. We all here. We are not exempt. We've been through something. But when we understand that there's a God that's greater. And I'm more than just the beloved of God, but I'm the Word. Pastor said, you've got a promise. And all you have to do is just begin to hold on to that word, that promise. That God, the covenant that God has already made with you. And when you begin to hold on to that, see, you're in a position that doesn't look like this. But you're in a position that says, I'm reaching up to a hand that's reaching down to meet me. We say, I see a hand the size. And when you begin a cloud the size of a man's hand, when you begin to reach up to God and you begin to reach up, you begin to reach up. The devil seems like he's getting shorter and shorter because you're reaching up higher and you're ignoring God and you're saying, Lord, I just worship you. And you're calling on God to the point that you don't have anything left on the inside of you. You're just reaching up and the devil's getting weaker because he can't hold on to you any longer. But you got to let go of the frustration. You got to let go of the bitterness. You got to let go of the pain. You got to let go of the hurt. God is coming to make the exchange today. He's coming to heal you. He's coming to heal you today. He said, if I can just get you to see that it's no longer December 10th, but it's December the 11th. He said, if I can just get you to see that it's not 1965, but it's 2011. God said, if I can just get you to make the exchange today, I can bring healing to your soul. And when God begins to heal you, See, we can reach down and we can heal some areas of our life, but we can only reach so far. But when God begins to heal you, He begins to reach way down. He goes way, way down. And He brings you back up. And as He's down there, He's beginning to break up some roots. He said, I'm cracking the roots down there. I'm cracking the roots. I'm cracking the roots. And God is now making an exchange in your life. He said, if I can just get you to make the exchange today, I can give you a complete healing. I dare you to lift up your hands and receive your exchange. I dare you to receive your exchange this morning. I dare you to open up your mouth and bless God. Bless Him with a yet I will praise you. With a yet praise. I've gone through the hurt, I've been a victim. I've been harboring pain and frustration. I've been harboring bitterness. But on today, God, I lift up my hands to you and I make the exchange, Lord. I make the exchange right now, God, because I know that you're able, Lord. I'm letting the dead things stay dead. And I'm pressing forth. I see a new thing that is taking place in the atmosphere. God said, that you're thinking of, I've already healed. That you've been thinking about, God said, I've already healed it. Receive your exchange today. Receive your exchange. When you begin to receive your exchange, touch the one that's next to you. Tell them, receive the exchange. Receive your exchange. Now you can fully understand. You can fully understand that the thing that had you down, the thing that caused you so much pain and so much grief, it is dead. It is dead. God said it's dead. He said it's dead. And I come to call you Bathsheba. I'm coming to restore you today. I'm not going to just stop with beloved of God. He said, but I come to restore you all the way back to Chantella, to my word. I come to give you the logos this morning. I come to give you the logos this morning. Once I place my word on you, I know that it will not come back to me void. God said, I'm placing my word on you this morning. I'm healing you right there. I'm healing you right there. All you gotta do is just make the exchange. He said, just make the exchange. Open up your mouth and just bless Him. Open up your mouth and just bless Him. Just bless Him, just bless Him, just bless Him.